Hello everyone, I'm Micheal Smith and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. I'm so glad you found me. I have a Valentine's Day wreath for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how I made this unique, beautiful Valentine's Day wreath. Let me show you how to make it. To get started on today's project, you're going to need one of these wired heart-shaped wreath forms that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. And then you're also going to need some chunky chenille yarn. This I picked up from Walmart. It was, I believe, like $6.97 for a skew. And I have this left over from a previous project. So one skew gives you quite a bit of yarn. You'll want to cut a piece off so that it's workable because we're going to be wrapping the center ring here all the way around our heart. We're going to start down here at the point. Just going to use a little bit of hot glue to attach this to my frame. Now this is why you want to cut a shorter piece. It makes it easier for you to work with because you're going to feed it around the center ring and slowly wrap those two rings with your yarn. For your convenience, in the description box below is a detailed list with all the tools and materials I used to complete this Valentine's Day wreath. Now if the yarn keeps sliding, just add a small amount of hot glue to keep it in place. You want to make sure that you cover your frame and that you do not see it peeking out underneath your yarn. Okay, so I started right in the center and I'm going to come on this side. Now I'll do this side of the center when I come back around. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to wrap my heart. When I get up here, I'll come back and show you how to handle the curved part on your heart. And there you go. I have covered this bottom section. I can't see the wire frame. I'm really happy with that. Now that I'm working on my curve, what you'll want to do is on the first one, you want to wrap all the way around both the two wires like you've been doing. And then the next one you want to wrap around just this center wire. And then the next time, wrap around both. This curve is larger than the inner curve, so you need a little bit more yarn around the outer curve to fill it in properly. Otherwise, what happens is you get too much bunching of your yarn on the lower curve trying to cover everything through the top. So if you do wrap around both wires, then wrap around the outer wire or the center wire here, and then wrap around both wires, the center wire, wrap around both wires, the center wire, from this crossbar to this crossbar on both curves. It will cover those curves perfectly and you won't get any bunching around this inner curve here, okay? So again, I'll show you. Go around both wires like you've been doing. Then the next one, you only go around the center wire. Okay. And then around both wires again. That way you get a nice even coverage and you will not be able to see it and you will not get any bunching. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish wrapping the inside of my wreath frame and then I'll come back and we will move forward. I have the center of my wreath wrapped with my chunky chenille yarn. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you're unable to find any of the white chenille chunky yarn, you can always use the white nautical rope that Dollar Tree sells, or you can always use twine. If you use something small like the twine or the jute cord, it will take you a very long time to wrap the center, but that's always an option if you can't find anything like this. You can also use regular yarn, but if you go with something that's kind of thick and chunky, it won't take you so long and it'll still look really good. Plus, it'll help hide everything in the back. Okay, go ahead and set this aside. We're going to move on to the ribbon. Now, I just purchased this huge roll. This is 2.5 inches by 50 feet of this really pretty red velvet ribbon. I got this on clearance at Micheal's out of their Christmas section. I went in because I didn't have any solid red ribbon for this project. And I went into the Valentine's Day section. They had nothing. I went into the regular ribbon section and they had nothing. I felt so defeated. And then I walked around the corner and they had a huge wall of tons of this ribbon. Anywhere from 2.5 inches up to 6 inches. This huge roll only cost me $2.49. So you might want to call your Micheal's and ask if they have a lot of Christmas clearance. Right now it's 75% off and I got a ton of really awesome items. Lots of gorgeous greenery, which you know is very expensive. Okay, so you're going to need a 2.5 inch red ribbon, whichever you have. You will want to cut them into 6 inch strips. Take your ribbon and fold it in half. Fold it in half again and then dovetail. Now you want to start on the inside of the ribbon. And I only come up about 1/2 inch, and then you cut at an angle down to the edge where the wire is. That'll give you a nice even dovetail on both ends. Then you want to take this and you scrunch it in the center. Then pull both of the sides together and pinch it in the middle. I add just a teeny bit of hot glue right in the center to help hold that. So it looks like that. Take your wreath and turn it over. And then we're going to be hot gluing these onto the back, just like that. Right at the base here on the front, you want to make sure that the nice side of your ribbon, if your ribbon only has one nice side, is facing forward. Just continue to work all the way around your wreath until you get it filled in with your red ribbon. As you can see, I'm making good progress at getting my ribbon attached. I wanted to give you a few tips to make it a little easier and how to get it very even between both sides as you move around your heart. Now for spacing, I'm using these little pink clips that I got for Dollar Tree. Once I get it on there, I place the clip. Take my next one. Then that clip gives me my spacing. And I can place my next one. I move the clip to the opposite side. And it'll help hold it in the correct direction as that glue dries. Now once you get those all attached, when you turn it over, you'll be able to see the bar. So once the glue is fully dried, that's why you want to wait. Then you pull it through so that you can see it all the way around and it covers this bar. Doesn't that look pretty? Now to get it even on both sides, what I did was I started here at the tip and then I put 3 or 4 on this side, and then put 3 or 4 on this side. So as I work up, I'm adding the same amount of ribbon on both sides. That way when I turn it over, it'll be very even all the way around with the ribbon. I'm going to add the rest of my red ribbon, and then I'll come back and we'll move to the next step. I have all my red ribbon attached and pulled forward. Now this ribbon is nice on one side and the back side is not so nice, so I did have to go through and adjust. Just kind of open, spread it out. If you have anything that's showing that you don't like, just go in, bend your ribbon, push it to the back until you get it the way that you like it. And I think that looks really pretty, and I really love that velvety look. It screams Valentine's Day. I'm going to add another row of ribbon, and I picked this up, I think it was 2 years ago at Dollar Tree. I absolutely fell in love, so I bought like 12 rolls of this. I'm down to my last 3 rolls. So I want to add this because it has the same perfect, that really bright red and white, which will go gorgeous with this wreath. I have 1 roll already cut. You want to go ahead and cut them the same way that you cut the red, 6 inches, and dovetail your ends. And this is what the back of the wreath looks like so far. So for these, now I'm lucky with this ribbon because it has, this is its nice side and that's its not so nice side, and they're very similar. This is just slightly faded from this, so this is a perfect choice for this. So you're going to want to kind of scrunch it again in the center, and then you're going to fold it underneath that bar. So now you're going to work on this outside bar. So you fold your ribbon around like that, kind of scrunch it in the middle, and you're going to fold it over. And I'm going to start right here at the tip. Take a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to place it right there on the tip. Scrunch and pull my ribbon over and pull it down. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the red ribbon. You start at the tip. I'll add about 3 or 4 on this side, and then I'll add 3 or 4 on this side. And then I'll keep doing that as I work my way around. I'm not going to be adding as many ribbons as I did with the red with this, because this is only going to show that little bit around the edge. Plus I can go in once that glue is dried and kind of open this ribbon a little bit more to take up more space. So I will be spacing them a little bit further apart than I did with these. I wanted the center very compact and thick, so that's why I used as many as I did. So that is up to you how thick you want your ribbon. So again, go ahead, find your center. I'm going to scrunch it in the center. Feed it one end underneath the bar and pull it forward. Pull both ends together so they're relatively even. Scrunch it at the base. Open it up and then add some hot glue. Scrunch it and pull forward. Just be cautious whenever working with hot glue. You do not want to burn yourself. Here I have 3 ribbon on. That fills in that section nicely. I'm going to fill in the rest of my ribbon and just work my way slowly around. Do a few on this side and a few on this side until I get all the way around my wreath. I have all of my ribbon in. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. If you look on the back still looks nice and clean. I really love that color combination of the reds and the white and the velvet. Very, very pretty. Now it took me 3 rolls of the Dollar Tree Deco Mesh. So you'll need 3 rolls for the inner ring and 3 rolls for the outer ring, whichever 2 you choose. Now here on the back, I'm going to add a pipe cleaner to hang it. And on heart-shaped wreaths, it's best to hang it from the top of each of the arches. So slide it in underneath, pull it up, give it a good twist to attach on this side. And then you want to go in the same section on the other side, as close as you can. And do the same thing, feed underneath. The bar lift up and then take the end and twist it around to attach. Once it's secured, trim your end and tuck it in. So that way, that's how you'll hang it. And then it's easy to adjust to make sure that you get it to hang straight. Now to finish off this wreath, I'm going to use one of these cute little ornaments. They come in a package of 6. And I'm going to go with the soft heart. Now they have a shiny heart, they have soft heart, and they have glitter. You can choose whichever one you like. So to attach this, I'm just going to use the hanging string that it came with, and I'm going to glue that to the back. I want this to hang down, about an inch, ½ inch to an inch. So just lay down some hot glue and put that string right into it. Just like that. Now I had a piece of 12-inch ribbon left over of the outside ribbon. So I made a simple bow. I just pinched in the center, made a small loop on either side, tied it with a pipe cleaner, and then just cut the little tails. I think that is absolutely adorable. I'm going to attach that right here. Just add a small amount of hot glue. And then get that placed. You're also going to need one of these toothpicks with a heart on the end. I thought these were so cute. I found them in the Valentine section at Dollar Tree. And you'll want one of the red ones. Now all you have to do is kind of twist back and forth and go in circles, and the toothpick will come out. Because all you want is that cute little red heart. And I'm going to glue that right in the center of my bow to cover up that pipe cleaner. If you enjoy hauls, crafts, and learning new craft techniques, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do upload new content every week. And if you hit the notification bell, YouTube will let you know every time I upload new content. And there you go, we are all done. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I like how all of the elements complement each other. Now, if you can't find the little heart ornaments like that, you can always use one of the DIY ornaments that they have. They have several different heart ones to choose from. This one I had left over from a previous project. But this would look really pretty hanging down in the center as well. And like I said, they have several different ones to choose from. You can paint it to match whatever ribbon and color combination that you've chosen. But I'm very pleased with how this DIY turned out. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show me some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. It lets YouTube know that I have content that's worth watching, and then they show it to more people and my channel grows. Thanks again for stopping by. You know it's always a pleasure to see you. I hope everyone is staying happy, healthy, and strong. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.